And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Michael McGreevy. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Jeremy Pena stepping in for the Rangers. And the home opener is underway. Now the 0-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Loves it on the dive. On the money. Nice play. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And that's down. A base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki. Out number 2. Ben Rice stepping in for the Rangers. Low off of first with 2 away. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. The 1-2.
Ball, no.
And downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
In the air, left field. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Mackenzie Gore. What do you have on him?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Digging in, Jose Fermin. And that is out of play. Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first.
Got him. That's an out.
One gone, bottom half of the first. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And there's a base hit to left. One down. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Back-to-back singles. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2 on, 1 out.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And that'll load the bases.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. On a line out towards center. He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. And the Cardinals score first. It's 1-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Starling Marte up to hit.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That
Ball
just misses.
outside.
Ball 2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second, Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Ball.
Clips the corner, and the count 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Gets down, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball tight to the
Runner takes off.
No, that's
Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Tolbert under it. And there's 2 away. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. That clips the corner. Falling behind 2-1. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Joel Pozo.
Outside.
Swing and a foul out of play. Hard hit to third. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Jonathan India at the plate.
Ball.
That one ripped. And that's just foul. Here's a 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. Just
Outside, ball.
missed. Out towards right center field. Suzuki settles underneath it. That's out number 2. Tyler Tolbert, the next to hit.
Ball.
Check swing called strike, and it's 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Carter settles under this one, and that is that. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Jeremy Pena stepping in for the Rangers. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Tolbert on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball 1. Inside.
Right through there for a strike. Strike 2. And down on strikes. That's out number 2. Now Seiya Suzuki.
No, that's a ball. No.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get up, get out of here, and gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ben Rice stepping in for the Rangers, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first. Inning over. Back here in St. Louis, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Jose Fermin. Out there to center. Carter takes it in for the out. 1 away. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fought off foul.
Ball.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole.
Runner on the go. They pitch out. And throw safe. Man at second. That's in for a strike. Higashioka tries to block it, but it gets away. And the runner holds. In the air, left field. Langford makes his way towards it, makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away. Here's Ramon Laureano. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. On the ground to third. A sliding stop over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium. Start of the fourth. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, these Rangers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
This one could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Now around second, going for third. The relay, and he's out.
Tag.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in.
No, he's safe.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And that one clips the corner.
Ball inside.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are two down. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two out.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
On the ground. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. That's the third out. Bottom four, and now the Cardinals catcher, Mitch Garver.
You know, these Cards just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but one or two pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And a quick out, number one. Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 1 so far. Check swing foul.
Ball. That's a ball.
The Rangers leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch
Ball
misses. 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And now here is Joel Pozo. He's 0 for 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Now up for St. Louis, Jonathan India. He's 0 for 1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Marte is waved home, and they cut the lead to 2.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Next to hit, Tyler Tolbert. In the air, right field, Suzuki on his way over. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the fifth. Seiya Suzuki stepping in for the Rangers. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Base hit. And a man aboard.
Waste no time there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Higashioka batting with one down takes a strike. Strike two. And this one bounces away from Garver. No advance though. Rice, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one laced to center and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Now here is Evan Carter. In the air to left center. He's there. He's got it. Two down. Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford.
Ball.
Nice grab. Throw to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Fermin. Grounds one to short. Whips it to first. One pitch and one out. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. He's 2 for 2.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
2 up, 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino getting ready to hit. 1 for 2.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one lifted to left. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, top of the 6th inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him. Well, these Rangers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
1 down.
With all of those hard hits, this team is going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
Smith up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1.
Yep.
Swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And down on strikes he goes, and 2 away now. Back to the top of the order, Jeremy Pena stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a bouncer towards 3rd. India over to first in time. That ends the frame. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now up the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Ramon Laureano. And a foul ball.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Mitch Garver next up for the Cardinals. This one in the air, center field. Carter on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. Yeah, that's fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on. Smoked into left, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Pozo, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ball 2.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the Rangers DH. Nathaniel Justin Brule will take over here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
India. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Ben Rice digs in now. Ouch, that one drilled him. On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
That one fouled off, 2-2. That's inside. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Michael Hellman. Big spot for him here. They hand the ball over to a new arm, George Soriano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 on, 2 outs. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jonathan India. Jacob Junis gets the call from the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And that one pulled foul. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And there's a base hit. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Ball, no.
The Cards with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-1.
That's inside. Ball 2.
There's a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And there's a ball.
No.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And the tying run is on base.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Witt in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And that one fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But
high fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away. All loaded up. Vinny Pasquantino, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And that is out of play.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. So the tying run at second. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there. Laureano comes up to hit. And fouled off. inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the air, out towards left center, and that is the inning. Back here in St. Louis, ready to begin the 8th. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Witt over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So next to hit for Texas, Oswaldo Cabrera.
No.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Two away. Now it's going to be Josh Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Just
no,
missed.
That's the ball. Too low.
That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Popped in the air, left field, and that is that. Back here in St. Louis, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Mitch Garver now at the plate. On the ground, right side, Smith. Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now at the plate, Starling Marte.
Hook 1.
The Redbirds trailing by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside low and 1-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Pozo at the plate now. That's ball 1. The tying run at the plate. Line drive. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's 2 away. Now up for St. Louis, Jonathan India. New pitcher on here, Cole Winn.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. Outside with a breaking ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Tying run at the plate. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Massey in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And that one clips the corner. just missed. Ripped into center, base hit. Marte is waved home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Kyle Isbell. On the ground right side. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the 9th. Jeremy Pena stepping in for the Rangers.
Ball.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
This one in the air right field. Marte really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Up next for the Rangers, Nathaniel Lowe.
No.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Soriano, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one outside. Ball 3. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Next up for Texas, Seiya Suzuki.
Ball 1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead. This guy's sink has so much drop at it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's down. 1 hops off the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration. In your hands whatsoever.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Riley O'Brien.
And that's a
intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Last chance for the home team. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Bobby Witt Jr. Chris Martin comes on trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now 2-0. That one catches the corner for a strike. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 now. on strikes. And up next for St. Louis, Vinny Pasquantino. That's
Ball.
off the inside corner. Ball one. The Rangers trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. In the air, center field. Hellman should have this one. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Ramon Laureano next up for the Cardinals. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swings through that. That one fouled hard the other way. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. 4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so.